Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is your girl Tashi and I'm back with another video. So we're gonna be reacting to about P. Diddy has been arrested. For people who knew about P. Diddy situation for years, I'm talking about years, I'm talking about since I think like the late 90s, there was always rumors about P. Diddy doing this and he's doing that. And I used to hear so many things about this man, but he never got in trouble like this. This is like the first time he actually, like, they going in this man. So let's just get straight to this video.
It's finally happening.
Finally
P. Diddy
happening.
has been arrested. Anything is possible! This is a moment for celebration. For so long,
Yeah.
P. Diddy has gotten away with heinous crimes that tons of people knew about. From car bombs to assaults to sex crimes. It's like P. Diddy was going for some kind of high score, trying to catch every possible crime like a Pokemon. He has terrorized the music industry for decades and ruined so many lives. In recent times, the evidence against him to support all of the allegations that have existed for decades has been overwhelming and led to a large investigation against P. Diddy, and now it looks like we're reaching the climactic finale with him being arrested. When this story broke last night, the indictment was sealed, but this morning they said, "Open the gates. Let them see." To sum it up, he has been charged with sex trafficking by force, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy, alleging he ran an enterprise that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, or kidnapping, arson, and other crimes. He abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct from 2008 till now. The allegations mirror...
Like I said, this been going on for years. I've been hearing all these things about this man. I'm talking about since the late 90s. Is it early 90s? It might be from the early 90s. I've been hearing about this man. And they just now happen to take this thing serious. They probably, like I said, they probably been investigating about this. They probably been watching this man for years. You know, it takes time to like finally arrest somebody, you know. But this is crazy.
11 civil complaints filed against him since 2023.
That's
really,
it?
that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the P. Diddy lore. He is a horrible menace that has been around for decades. Also mentioned is that he had thousands of bottles of lube and baby oil that were seized from his home during those...
Now, why you need that much baby oil? 1,000 bottles of baby oil? 1,000? They really sat there and counted out those bottles and said, this is 1,000 baby oils. You don't need that much. I know, as black people, we could tend to have like dry skin. It shows, we got to make sure we moisturize. But 1,000 bottles is crazy to me.
As part of his freak-off supplies.
Of course.
He also had tons of narcotics as well. So Diddy became infamous for his freak-off parties that would go on for days, where he'd force attendees to not only stay there and perform non-consensual sex acts in front of him, but he would just be pumping them full of drugs, and he would be watching while furiously masturbating like a coked-out goblin. So in relation to drug charges,
Casey mentioned that too, and no one believed her. She mentioned this too, about how he would force her to have sex with another man, while P. Diddy, he would, sit there and watch, and he enjoyed it. He enjoyed watching. And then that's sad because that's your man, and your man is forcing you to have sex with another man. Oh my God. I could just imagine what she went through. And I know some people might say, well, she could have left. It wasn't that easy. This man had so much power. I've read comments where people say, oh, she could just got up and leave. She could have ran away. It wasn't that easy. This man got money. He could pay people. To follow her and make her life a living hell. So it wasn't that easy.
Allegedly distribute cocaine, oxy, Xanax, GHB, MDMA, and ketamine. I'm going to be very brave here for a moment and say, that's not alleged. That is confirmed. The amount of drugs this guy had here, he was like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, but drugs instead of candy. The amount of freaky shit they found in his house must have been like entering a separate dimension. Thousands of bottles of lube, like so much lube would make Bad Dragon's headquarters jealous. thousands of bottles of baby oil, more than Johnson & Johnson's warehouse, probably.
For real?
I wouldn't be surprised if they found the goddamn death note among those freak-off supplies. His legal team seems very optimistic that things are going to go well for P. Diddy. They even released a statement saying, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office." Hi, Mark. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Are you serious? Like, I understand it's your job.
It's his job.
That, but holy...
It's his job. It's his job.
Holy cannoli. An unjust prosecution, huh? So what if there's overwhelming evidence to support the decades worth of allegations against Mr. Combs here? And so what if there's that video of him brutally beating Cassie in that hotel? He said he's sorry. Did we forget about that? He apologized. Let's all move on from it. Racketeering? You're gonna try and come after him for racketeering? Mr. Combs' brain is so rotted from years of drug abuse, he can't even spell racketeering, much less engage in it. This is a load of hooey. It's unjust.
It is.
A miscarriage of justice, even. He goes on to glaze him a little bit, sucking on his cock, calling him a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, proven philanthropist. He then has the gall to say he's imperfect but not a criminal, and then says he's been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reverse your...
I've heard that too, that he lives in New York now. There was a I seen a video of him and I think at Central Park. He's in Central Park sitting down and just chilling. And I said to myself, since when he just come out of nowhere and just sit in Central Park and just sitting there? He didn't, I mean, obviously he did have bodyguards, but I didn't see any bodyguards or anybody around him. He looked like he was just lost. He looked scared and lost. I'm going to see if I can find the video. I'm going to see if I'm going to try and see if I can find it and show it to y'all. But yeah, it's just weird.
Judgment
like,
until you
what's
have all
going on with
facts.
him?
These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. See, that's the thing, Mark. People have all the facts because there's so much evidence with the facts. There is video evidence to support the facts. What do you mean? Again, I know he's just doing his job, but that shit is so shameless and foul. I don't know how you sleep at night when you have to defend someone that is obviously guilty like P. Diddy.
For real.
It's fucking wild to me. P. Diddy, 31 minutes ago. Sean Combs arrested in Manhattan after grand jury indictment. They done caught the diddler. They also had that video drop of him beating the shit out of her recently. And then he released the apology video about it. It's always, like, I understand.
At first, he denied it. He denied it at first. And now when that video came out, now suddenly he's sorry. Remember, when it first came out, when it first came out, he didn't say anything. He made sure he gave her, I think, $30 million, I believe. I think it's $30 million. He just gave it to her, you know? But he didn't really say anything. It's when the tape came out. When the video came up, that's when he said, you know, I apologize. He's so full of it. So
and
full
it's
of
their
it.
job to defend their clients, but it's always just so crazy. A statement from Mr. Combs' legal team said that they are disappointed with the decision to prosecute him and noted that he had been cooperative with the investigation and had voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Ugh. We're so disappointed that they're actually trying to hold him accountable.
It's so crazy. I'm reading it, and it says, well, building up his empire and enduring his children and working to uplift the black community. No, he's not. No. Uplifting who? I hate when people use that. Black communities. Let's stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because we don't condone this type of behavior. And who are you trying to uplift? Like, no.
Like, we're really upset about
Stop
that,
it.
actually. Yeah, there's overwhelming evidence to all of these awful, awful crimes that he's committed, including that video of him beating the shit out of the Cassie. But, like, why would you... Like, I thought this was a free country. Why would you try and, like, punish him for that? I'm assuming the apology video didn't work. We don't know yet. We don't know. Maybe they'll send the apology video out to the powers that be, and they'll be like, wow, he is reformed. This is a good man. We can't punish him for... He's changed. He has changed so much. Look at this apology video and how sincere it is. We're dropping the charges.
I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Now, Combs,
It takes. I'm not gonna show any of that. It's brutal. It takes a big man like Puff Daddy to take full responsibility after saying he's gonna make no excuses and immediately starting the video with an excuse about hitting fucking rock bottom or whatever. Ah, man. A beacon of strength, really. It took a lot of courage for that apology video. I respect 50 Cent being a massive hater and selling the documentary Diddy Do It. 50 Cent has been, like, I would say an elite level hater of P. Diddy for quite a while. I don't remember how long ago this was, but there's a comment he left on it.
I think there's a reason why 50 Cents don't like P. Diddy, and there's a few of them. Cat Williams, he warned people for years. He said he doesn't go to Puff Daddy's party.
Nigga Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just say? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like fucking wait. This nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But this is a little fruit, it's a fruit pie.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Never mind.
I never liked him.
Have you met him before?
Never did.
I never met him.
I met him a bunch of times, but I never liked him.
Why?
I just didn't. It felt like when I see those things, I never was shocked about it. I never, like, it just, I could sense a thing. Like, I don't know what it was. But I will say that all those people who are now coming out and talk about these monstrous things he did are only saying it now when but they were fine with it when they were benefiting from it. Their silence benefited them from it. If you are now telling us all these things you witnessed, then now you want to witness, you're an accomplice.
Yeah, so, and there's a lot of celebrities who are not a big fan of Puff Daddy, and they've been warning us for years, but no one didn't listen to them. They labeled them as haters. Oh, you're a hater. And they're not haters. They were just warning people,
It was P. Diddy riding a bike, and 50 Cent left a comment under it saying, "We all know there's no seat on that bike."
I remember.
That shit, like, I was grabbing my belly when I first read that one. I thought that was so good. Earlier this evening, federal agents arrested Sean Combs based on a sealed indictment filed by the SDNY. United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, said in a statement, "We expect to move to unseal the indictment in the morning, and we'll have more to say at that time." Federal grand jury in Manhattan returned an indictment against Combs, which set in motion his arrest. The charges remain sealed. Oh. Keeping him a mystery right now. A little loot box of charges here for him. What was the name of his camp for kids? Where you like brainwash kids and shit?
I don't know.
Was it Puff Daddy Pastry Parade or something? What the fuck was it? Puff Daddy Love Care?
I don't know.
Puffy Flavor Camp. That's what it was.
the singer and producer.
Puffy Flavor Camp. That's right. Basically like abducted kids. That's exaggeratory.
God.
He didn't like abduct them himself, but that shit was foul. The 48 Hours with Justin. Oh yeah, the P. Diddy clip with Puffy Flavor Camp. He was like, I don't remember the whole. I'll pull up the clip I guess in a second. But there's a clip where there's an interview and he's like, no. Justin's got 48 hours with Puff. He's got a 48 Puffy hours. No interruptions. It'll be good for him or something. It's so weird. Fucking diddler. In plain sight. Right under everyone's nose for years. Finally, though, they're acting on all of the shit. Much like Epstein, it feels like everyone knew he was on some heinous shit, but no one came forward because he's so influential. Well, that was one of the big things. If I remember correctly, he had like a lot of dirt on everyone through throwing his Diddy parties. So I think that was a big piece of leverage for him in keeping people quiet for so long. But yeah, tons of people knew all about Diddy and the terrible shit.
I'm sorry to say, this is the end for Puff Daddy. There's no going back. No going back. So, yeah. sad, but it is what it is, you know. When you do dirt, what they say, whatever's in the dark must come out in the light. Yeah, that's how you say it, right? What's in the dark must come out in the light, and that's what's happening right now. So yeah, so comment below, let me know how y'all feel about this whole Puff Daddy situation. I call him Puff, but P Diddy, he has so many names. Puff Daddy, I remember him as Puff Daddy. But P Diddy, and what's the other one? Brother Love. He tried to change his name to Brother Love or Love. Yeah, Brother Love, and everybody's like, nah, we're not calling you that. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all lovely people. Y'all take care. Bye and peace.